Hey guys, I'm Bowden, the APAC EA Sports Community Manager. I'm here with Mark Hunt today. We've just announced yesterday that Mark Hunt will be part of the roster for EA Sports UFC. It's out on Xbox One and PS4 soon, so keep an eye on that. How are you, Mark?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, thanks. Good to hear, Mark. We've asked for your questions on social media, on Facebook and Twitter. I've got the top 10 here. So Mark, first question from Dick via Facebook. Is there anyone in the division that you think will be a particularly good matchup for you?
They'll all be a good match for me, so, you know, I'm the best fighter on the planet and they'll all be good.
All right, Mitchell via Facebook. Mark, do you have any pre-fight rituals that you go through?
Well, no, I just, well, actually I do. I say a prayer that we don't get both injured in the octagon the next day, and that's about it.
James via Facebook. Mark, has anyone ever attempted to pick a fight with you outside the cage ever since you started fighting?
Gee, that was 23 years ago I started fighting, you know, it's a long time ago, but no, it's been pretty good. No.
Edward via Facebook. Mark, what was your greatest challenge on the way to becoming a professional athlete?
My greatest challenge was pretty much mentally trying to keep myself training and keeping focused. It's always about yourself rather than any other opponent.
Next question from Travis via Facebook. Mark, what are your ambitions after you retire from fighting?
To help a lot of the next generation of fighters, to help them with their, you know, with management, with teaching them things about the pitfalls of fighting in MMA or kickboxing. You know, as a pioneer of the sport this side of the world, I've fallen into a lot of those holes, and being one of the first guys to ever do a lot of things, and you know, having to get up out of those holes and keep going is sort of one of those things that it'll be good. It would have been good for me to have someone else in front of me saying, "Oh, well, you don't go this way because there's a hole there," or, you know, sort of as a guide for these younger fighters.
Question from James via Twitter. Mark, when will you be back fighting, and who would you like to fight against next?
Well, I like to fight anyone, and hopefully during the middle of the year I'll be ready to fight. You know, 6 months I have to let my hand not hit anything, so it's just a matter of time. It's not my choice, it's just the way things are.
Next question from Jay via Twitter. Mark, would you like a rematch with Bigfoot?
I thought about it, and you know, why ruin a good fight?
Next question from Peter via Twitter. If you could change one thing within the local MMA scene, what would it be?
The local one thing, a bit more exposure for the fighters, you know, for the shows. So, yeah.
Read via Facebook. Mark, do you think it's harder to become a professional fighter now or back when you were trying to break into the scene?
I think it's more easier now then. So they've got the tough series going all over the world, and yeah.
The Ultimate Fighter looks like a great way to break into it.
Yeah.
Last question from Steve via Facebook. Mark, what do you think of your screenshots in EA Sports UFC? They were just announced recently.
I can't complain. They look really good.
And you mentioned before they've given you some abs in game. How do you feel about that?
Well, no, it's yeah, but you know, EA Sports UFC have done a really good job. So, you know, thanks very much for that. They're great.
Thanks again for your questions, guys. EA Sports UFC will be out soon. In the meantime, keep an eye on our channels. We'll have our Facebook and Twitter in the description below. Just keep an eye on those. We'll keep you posted on all the movement. Thanks again.